should be up again. Cool, there we go. It is back. So, thank you, YouTube, for wrecking our cast. We're back though. First time that's ever happened. So, ooh, that shot though from Cheetah
Yeah,
Boy.
glad we made it back in time to get that one on the stream. JFK shot first. He lands a great shot of his own as well. And all of a sudden, KW is the only player remaining, and not for long either. With 5 seconds left on the clock, he does go down. And Westville boys not wasting any time, bouncing back.
Bouncing back emphatically. Unfortunately, we didn't see all that much aside from that shot from Cheetah Boy, and it's only a second kill, but man, was it glorious.
Yeah, that was a good shot indeed. And moving along into the next round here, you can see a bit of a miscommunication here amongst the ranks of the terrorists. Looks like Black is making it out of spawn with $2,500, and Scrubby has been reduced to a P250. So unfortunately, he got the short end of the stick on that deal. But if they go B, they will not be getting the short end of the stick, as there is only one player defending that site at the moment. Moose is going to have to get a bit of work done here. The rotations are going to be coming through. He's going to have a loof with the AWP in the window, and he does get there just in time to give him that support he's going to need. Gets the first pick onto KW, and Moose is now going to be the one to jump in, gets himself a double, and before the players can even get themselves any traction in the B-bomb site, they've been taken down.
Gotta say, Moose did some fantastic work there. When you're the only player in the site, the responsibility for you is to not die. It's not even that you need to get that many kills, it's just don't die so your teammates can rotate. He got the kills, but he stayed alive, and that's the key of being a good CT player if you're a site anchor and you're playing it alone.
Yeah, interesting that the terrorists decided to play so slowly there. Nice shot by Marion, but after they dropped their flash and their smoke, they walked through onto the B-bomb sites, and that just gave extra couple of seconds for CTs to rotate. So had they gone a little bit quicker, maybe it would have worked out a bit better for them. In the end, they do lose the round, and that does put their economy in the toilet. So they're going to have to eco here. And the double orb still reigning supreme on the CT side.
Yes, indeed. Thanks for everybody who's come back. Unfortunately, we did hemorrhage a few viewers because of the YouTube server crashing. That's never happened. I've once streamed for 14 hours and it stayed up. So, yeah, I guess it had to happen tonight, Friday night. Everything's on a bit of a break.
Yeah, I mean, the servers have gone home. They've just got the backup ones running. As KW finds one with the Glock. That AWP from JFK shot first. Should be getting a ton of work done here. He actually decides to go for the P250. Certainly not the conventional choice at a distance battle when you got the AWP on your back. But it's going to be nobody to come through and clean out the round. So, Westville boys have won 6 of the last 7 rounds. And that should be a little bit frustrating for Parklands and a bit scary as well. Not to say that they can't do the same on the CT side, but they would have expected to be probably a little bit, or standing in a little bit better position at this point.
Yeah, I think they would have been, considering the 4-0 start that they got. You tend to think you're going to convert more rounds than one after that point.
Yeah.
Ooh, that nade.
Does get a ton of damage on Marion Mosby, down to 19 health already. They've gotten themselves aggressively towards middle at this case, and maybe with the extra time to work with, they may be able to take that map control. I mean, they've gotten to these choke points, and this is where it's just all been going wrong for them. You can see the boost for Juan on short, looking to get a pick towards the A. They're really trying to get inventive here. Nobody with the angle through the doors does take down Marion Mosby to be specific, and it looks like it's going to prompt a bit of a fake towards the A-bomb side from the terrorists as they just underarm the smoke onto short, just trying to deny a bit of information to the CTs. As they once again only have one player towards the B-bomb site, and this time there's nobody who can rotate incredibly quickly to give him the support, so that may come into play this round. As you can see, the T's are making their way. Juan finds the pick in mid as well. That's really good because that means there's no immediate support for Moose, and he's going to have to get a ton of work done here. He finds himself the first, but that's all it's going to be as he leaves his teammates in a 3 versus 2.
3 versus 2 still very possible, although that's not going to be helping their cause. Both players now on low HP, and that's such a risky cross to go for considering they did actually have a smoke.
Yeah, completely agree with you. One of those unnecessary plays. Scrubby with the spray through the smoke, and he doubles it up onto the player at the window. Cheetah Boy, the only player remaining, he's going to give away his position by throwing that smoke, although he is up against 2 low HP players. Flash goes through, Juan goes unaffected, he's got the angle on the side, and that's all he's going to need. As a really nice bounce back round there for Parklands in one which they weren't looking too good at one point.
Yeah, definitely not. 6-all here, so Parklands and Westville level again. And hopefully Parklands can use this opportunity to get a few. There'll still be a buyer on the Westville side, but it's them completely tapping out the economy now. So big opportunity here. But then again, the opportunity is also there on the other side. And one, I think he's caught that nade how many times now? 3 at least?
Yeah, he's becoming a bit of a professional at that. I mean, is he playing cricket or CSGO?
Jeez, yeah, he does seem to be trying, but it also seems to be a setup here from Westville that they know those players are going to be there towards barrel. It's generally inevitable, so if you know that nade, it's a pretty useful way to chip away at the opposition.
Yeah, indeed, especially when you're on the CT side, because what it does is it brings the terrorists into a one-shot headshot range with the M4A4, which of course only does, or the M4A1S of course too, which does only 91 points of damage if you land the one dink headshot. So the HE grenades do become valuable in that regard, and it looks like the terrorists are trying to get a play done here after losing Juan early on in the round. KW couldn't find any success. Moose again finds one pick before he goes down. That's about the bare minimum his job does require of him. Marion Mosby, he's been spotted in the middle as well. Unfortunate timing as Aloof does peek back, and all that has been left is a lonely Scrubby who is going to be put to bed as well.
It's kind of bad when your name is Scrubby and you you put down. It's just, I would change your name, man. It doesn't say good things about you, does it?
I mean, maybe it's about creating a level of expectation and then completely exceeding it.
It could be that. It could be that.
I'm going to go with that one for now.
Well,
regardless,
looking
the
at
economy...
the scores, actually, and the economy. Look at nobody and JFK shot first.
Yeah, they are soaring at the moment. Aloof, not far behind either, and it's prompting the aggressive hits onto B, and Moose is going to have an opportunity to pad those stats even more. He does take down Juan, and... did he connect there? What? It looked like he may have done a bit of damage. That doesn't even stop Moose from going for the aggressive peak. And they're actually trapped in lows at the moment. Nobody. He's got control here. Up against the box. It's going to be unfortunate timing potentially. He is hearing this jumping that's going on just on the other side of the box. And he does spot the head as well. Marion Mosby spotted him too. How much work can they get done with the pistols? Oh, KW just swings wide with the Glock. Takes his head off. And that leaves the terrorists in a 3v4 situation. Although the most important factor is they've got no armor or weaponry, Mike. How do you win a round without armor or weaponry?
You get nothing but headshots. I don't think they are going to, though, with the Cheetah Boy in a really good position. Somehow he gets spotted, which is really odd that Marion Mosby would have turned around and looked there, but clearly got some awareness. The Spidey sense tingled.
Yeah, and Cheetah Boy's not even done there. He finds himself another one to Scrubby, completely encapsulating KW, who's also getting wrapped around from lowers now, so... he's going to have a major fight on his hands here to try and save this weaponry, and Cheetah Boy is having none of it. So, super strong half coming out here from West Boys High School, as they've picked up, as I said earlier, 7 of the first...
Westville, man. It's
Westville. What did I say?
You said West Boys.
Westville Boys High School. There we go.
You left out a syllable there, but it's okay.
That's okay. They've picked up 8 of the past 10 rounds, which has put them in great stead this half.
Very much so. Going for the fast long play here, trying to take some contact. And is the MP7 going to get a kill? It does, actually. Marion Mosby dropping him eventually with the world's longest aim duel.
Yep, it's all about what the result is that HE comes through once again. These CTs have been very proficient with them. JFK shot first is going to have to get some more work done here with the AWP. He does land the first onto KW. Can he get the flick? He goes for the no-scope, doesn't make connection. Oh, now he forgets the click. We've all been there, we've all done that. And this is not the time you want to be making these mistakes. He does go down. Juan able to get enough space to get the bomb down, although he's got 2 players in hot pursuit here. Moose is going to be the one to take him down and close out the half for the CTs. 9-6 in their favor.
Very good half out of them, and JFK shot first, showing that he is rather proficient with an AWP.
Yeah, indeed. Not the first time we've seen that this half. He's landed a couple in our shots.
I hear Counter-Strike music. I have music? What the heck?
Oh no.
Oh wait, an update installed today. What is this? Where's this music coming from?
That's not...
Go away.
That's not something that we do, Mike. We don't have music in Counter-Strike.
I'm embarrassed.
You're showing a standard of which we're not proud of right now.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I will try to do better. 9-6 at the moment, and Westville doing pretty good. We need Parklands to do a little bit better now that they've moved to the CT side.
Well, they are going to struggle with this hit that's about to come through. They've only got one player towards B. 5 Ts are going to be rushing through there. Juan is going to have to land a couple of taps. He gets himself one. How much is, or is that going to be enough? Cheetah Boy takes down Black. And the terrorists have an opportunity to get even more aggressive here. Moose catches one of the flankers. And it is up to KW and Marion Mosby to try and keep Parklands in this. I mean, this is a pistol round. They really can't afford to lose. And they do take down 2 players on the entry, so now they've got a good pincer coming onto the site. JFK shot first is just crouching in the back. The timing there for nobody, unfortunately, as he looks away from the door, but he's still alive somehow. JFK shot first is able to get the frag, and he even doubles up, taking down KW. So it was all about the presence there for nobody. But, or rather, in the end, they come away with the win.
Wow. that seesawed so wildly between one side having the advantage, then the next, and the next. It's a hallmark of pistol rounds, of course. They can seem random at times, but you know, it's about hitting the site in a coordinated fashion. They got it, and B bomb side and on Dust is probably one of the toughest sites to retake in the entire game.
Yeah, completely agree with you. There is just a million angles to check as soon as you make your way 1 meter forward from seeing nothing to seeing everything. And Westville boys are looking to put the boot on the throat, but they do lose 2 players of their own. JFK shot first, gets through B. They actually lose a third. This was a full USP round from the CTs, and they've actually got themselves into a winnable position. Fortunately, the SMG sprays through the smoke do prevail, and very minimal HP here for one of the terrorists.
Should surely be the round, though. It's got to be,
yeah, it should be the round. Marion Mosby with that grenade. Not going to be connecting on JFK shot first, unfortunately.
What? He gets a kill,
gets
but
himself
surely...
one. Oh, he's actually got the shots onto nobody. He isn't going to connect. Nobody giving him every opportunity in the world.
Wow, that was... Oh, he timed out. Okay, that's unfortunate. I thought maybe it was his immense skill that got him in the site. As it turned out, it was JFK shot first, had timed out, and was standing in the open.
Yeah, that's that would have been really frustrating if they had lost the round off of the back of that.
Looked dicey. I think if the player was it who was it on the retake there? Was it
Marion Mosby?
Oh yes, sorry. It's a very long name. It's hard to remember.
It is a long name. Interesting name.
I mean, if he'd had armor, I think he probably would have won that duel from door to the plant position.
Yeah, exactly. That aim punch just affected him, and lack of ammunition as well. Fun fact, I'm pretty sure Marion Mosby is a name of the guy from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, the owner of the hotel, isn't it? I don't think you would know. But
what, another time we're casting, you're starting this Disney Channel show from 10 years ago.
Oh, Esteban was the other one. So we had the doorman last week, and now we've got Marion Mosby. Please can somebody in chat just confirm or deny whether my memory is accurate? Marion Mosby, was he the owner of the Tipton Hotel? I'm pretty sure. I'm showing my youth here, Mike.
How much did you love the show, Matt? That's what I need to know.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably this isn't one of those things that you're generally incredibly proud of, but
well,
just gotta drop those knowledge bombs
in chat, eh? Confirmed.
Confirmed. There we go. I appreciate that, guys. I'm not the only one. You see, Mike. It was a good show, bro.
It's about 2 twin kids, right?
Yeah.
With bowl haircuts.
Exactly that. No, they actually had some fancy haircuts, actually. It was like that, they were like the early, I don't know, I can't really say that term on stream, I suppose. You know, you got the hair draped across the face, the long style. I don't know. That's what turned into the Como of 2018, man. It's like...
Jesus, it's what's worrying
evolution
about sort of that sort of hairstyles. It was what old men used to do to like hide that they're bald, and then it became a style, you know. It's just longer, and they actually had hair on the rest of their head. We're getting a little derailed here, of course, because we're just waiting around for the server to switch back, of course. So we're waiting for players. So do apologize if you wanted serious Counter-Strike discussion. I'm sure we can share a VOD for you of Yanko from Star Series. That might satiate your hunger for serious analysis. Otherwise, we're having fun.
The weatherman doesn't get more serious than that. Have you been enjoying Star Series lately? Have you been able to catch any of it?
The SK versus Liquid game was absolutely lit. It was wonderful. I watched the VOD. Unfortunately, I think I was doing ESL at the time.
Yeah, we were working on the Southeast Europe stuff, but I also did manage to catch the VOD, and what a game. For SK to walk away with the win as well must be a really big confidence booster, especially considering their results haven't been great lately. I mean, they've got so much expectation about them, right?
Yeah, there's a huge expectation, although I think the expectation is sort of switched to that they suck. So
Yeah, I mean, especially with Stewie making that huge decision to leave his major winning team and then join SK. I mean, no one can really fault him for making that decision in the first place. And how about Cloud9? Just mentioning them, already got FNS on the transfer list, and considering bringing NBK into the team, I think that would be amazing. I'm completely in favor of that decision.
yeah, that is a really interesting one. I guess NBK's English is pretty good. He's always
Yeah,
been the guy who would speak for his previous teams, whether it was Envious, G2, or LDLC. So
yeah, for sure.
he could definitely fit in. It just depends on what they want him to do, because that's what's sort of unclear. Is Tarek going to call? Is it going to be NBK? What have you heard?
I mean, I actually haven't heard any of the specifics. What I do know is Tarek is currently IGLing. I would like it if NBK called. I think one of the problems with FNS was that he was calling a different style. So, I mean, maybe it would be a problem if NBK was the IGL, because I'm sure he'll be bringing a completely different style to the team as well. I mean, the European CS style is in massive contrast to a North American style. So that would be interesting. I agree with you. But NBK did have ambitions to be an IGL recently. Anyway, interesting information to the side as
We'll
we
do a
are getting
podcast
back into the
sometime,
game now. Yeah, I'd like to do that. That'd be cool.
We'll do that. You first.
Okay, so CT side don't have much to work with in this round. Upgraded pistols, a couple players with armor as well, going up against 4 rifles and a UMP. And they're not wasting any time on the terrorists, as they get 3 players very aggressively through long. And a pretty good stack coming out here from the CTs. They've actually got the numbers to deal with, but the weaponry certainly not in their favor.
Oh, the second bite at the cherry, and he hits the headshot. Finally, the long-range trade coming in, and they also get themselves a fair bit of purchase here towards short. It just depends on Scrubby, but he's showing he's not a Scrubber. He gets one.
Yeah, man. Just able to react fast enough there to get the player flanking. That could have been catastrophic. He still catches a bullet on the pullback. Unfortunately, takes him down to 16 points of health. And all of a sudden, once again, Parklands have got themselves into a winnable position. As I say that the Aloof does close out the round, but that got pretty dicey once again.
Yeah, I think if Aloof had gone down, that was it. And I think at that exact moment, both of our brains short-circuited, because we just thought, no way, how's Aloof going to live through this? And he just burnt the guy on shorts.
Yeah, that was funny. Going into the buy round now, we've got some important moments coming forward for these CTs. Nice shot landed there by KW, stamping his authority on middle, and he spots Cheetah Boy on the jump across as well, just playing for that information. And this is a must-win round for Parklands here, as of course, if they do go down, they're staring down the barrel of a 14-6 scoreline, which is certainly not favorable.
Yeah,
that missed smoke is not going to be helping matters, as they are going to be coming up short. So Cheetah Boy may actually catch Scrubby off guard. Yeah, he did just spot the shoulder as Scrubby had a little peek for information. Juan jumps up as well and spots 2 players. So the CTs are not with the lack of information at this point.
2 of them stacked up in the site now, so they could catch the wrath of this Molotov. That's going to force them out. And he still gets one. I thought he might even get the second before he gets traded off. Does huge damage, though. And this makes it a lot easier for these CTs.
Yeah, that does make it, especially with the cross coming through the AWP on car. Gets a pick. We're still in a 3 versus 3, and all 3 of the CTs are on the A bomb sites at the moment. This is catastrophic, and it seems like the terrorists have an inclination, but the problem is that the bomb is still on short. The player with the bomb needs to make his way towards his team, and it seems like KW has an idea that this might be happening, but he's fairly happy to give up the site. Oh man, timing is going to mean he just makes it there. Fortunately, he has got the angle now, and they've got the information as Mosby's pushed through all the way through long. Unfortunately, KW is just going to land a leg shot, goes back for more, and he doesn't connect. That grenade is going to land on top of his face. And JFK shot first, once again, just giving us an example on how to throw these HEs, as nobody takes down Scrubby as well. Mike, what is going on here for the counter-terrorists? This was the round they needed. This was the round they had created for themselves, where they were actually in a good position.
Yeah, they were in such a good position. I think part of the issue is, while those Ts are pretty low HP, they had double orbs. So you can't really take advantage of knocking over low HP players when you got the AWPs. It's really, you either hit them or you don't. At least with a rifle, you know, you might miss the first shot, but the spray will take the guy down who's on 20 HP, and they were just never in any position to deal with it. I think if maybe KW had an AK or something and they'd walked into him on B-bomb side, he might have won it.
Yeah, completely agree with you. I mean, those guys were on fairly low HP as well, so it was just a matter of landing a couple of bullets. Now, you can see the effect it has on the CT's economy. They're down to the upgraded pistols. Marion Mosby's up close, but that's not going to mean much. He gets taken down, and not much resistance towards the, say, bomb site. One player on the site itself, not well, not anymore. They've got one guy coming through CT and one guy pushed up aggressively through shorts. Oh, Aloof, he's got the spidey senses tingling at this point. The Krieg, speaking of NBK earlier, his spirit has arisen in this game.
Yep, the Krieg coming out. Always a hallmark of NBK, and of course Magus Boy as well. Nobody absolutely dropping one not aware of him being there in KW. All he's got to his name is a Deagle and 6 HP.
What a situation to be in, man. I'm really envious right now. These terrorists even smell blood. They know he's low. You can see Cheetah Boy wants to take him down. 14-6. I mean, if this was one of those rounds that you absolutely can't afford to lose... Oh, I lost my train of my words there. If this isn't one of the rounds you can't afford to lose, then I don't know what is.
Absolutely agree, man. This is do or die moment here for the CTs. They're in an absolutely uncomfortable position. Definitely don't want to be them.
Yeah, KW still going for that confidence peak to try and pick somebody off in T-spawn. Doesn't land his shot though. And the terrorists are actually going very aggressively through short here. They're going to be running into a bit of a stack though. It looks like Cheetah Boy wants to try and catch them off guard, and he's going to catch a plethora of nades instead. As he does flash himself out, but KW waiting patiently for that pick. And that's prompted a heavy rotate. There's 4 players on the A bomb side, although they've got the information to play with. Nobody finds Juan. That makes things interesting. As I said though, Black has pushed through B, so the information is in heaps and bounds of the counter-terrorists at this point.
Yeah, it's going to probably depend on the player. Yeah, Black coming off from lowers. He might catch them off, and I think he does. He does, in fact. That could be the round there. Finally, the CT's having some luck, but nobody. He absolutely burns the first player. Looking for the guy at car, and he gets him.
Yeah, somehow he's able to get the tap through the door or the window, or whatever that might have been. The new addition not providing enough cover. And that means the bomb does go down. Smoke towards shorts as well. Black did spot Moose, and in return from Moose's perspective as well. And this is really unfortunate, having both of the CT players behind a smoke. Going to try and go for the pop flash through. KW's got a smoke to work with as well. Time is running out, and the second smoke just puts them back. They've got no option here. They're going to have to go straight through this. Black, he wants to try and create another avenue, but I feel he's just left too much time. Yep, he hasn't, especially without a kit. These guys don't even have a kit to work with, Mike. He's going to have to just save the double AWP and try and find an exit frag.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate for them that the T's had smokes lying on the ground. I think that they could use. Is Black doing some work, but it is map and match point. Yeah, this is the best of one. Westville in a fantastic position, and for Parklands, they've just had no luck. Yeah.
I mean, they picked up the first 4 rounds of the game, and that was pretty much where it all began and ended for them. As it's all about Westville boys at this point. They've got themselves at match series map point as 15-6. Decent buy, at least semi-decent buy maybe for the CTs. 2 for Musses, no equipment, 1 kit. At least Marion Mosby does come through for 1, taking down Aloof. That's been one of the thorns in their side. That's still a lot of work to get done here.
A lot of work indeed, going for the boost here. So KW looking to get aggressive, and that's probably what they need to do at this point, considering they have a slight weapons and equipment deficit. But unfortunately, KW goes down. One catching them off though, and finally is some luck going to go their way. He has the bomb.
Yep, he gets himself in a really good position there after taking down both of those players. Cheetah Boy, fortunately for Westville boys, is able to answer back, although he is left on 1 point of health. Nobody is trying to make a play through long here, making his way through the smoke, and he may be able to catch the player in ditch off guard. Black is smoked off at the moment. Juan getting a little bit feisty for information here. He's positioned really well to shut down this drop as it comes through. He catches the legs and does close out the frag. So Parkland keep themselves alive.
well, for one more round, but they'd have to get another 8 here to actually equalize and take it to overtime. And well, overtime seems a long way away when it's 15-7, but it is possible. They can do it.
They can. I've seen it with my own eyes being done before, but it's just looked like Westville boys have got too many dominant players in which they're just making these plays, these BD plays, where they can just push through a certain area, pick up a double kill, and blast open a door individually. It's not even down to crazy teamwork. KW,
I think
he's got himself a good pick.
We've got a player timing out. JFK shot first again.
Oh, that would be unfortunate. Cheetah Boy is going to get taken down. Does look like JFK shot first is back, fortunately for the terrorists, but I'm not sure how much he can actually get done in this round. KW seems to have already ended it before it's even begun, and they're actually going to be pushing straight into one another. JFK shot first does get a good timing onto KW, and the B bomb site is now semi-available. As I say that, the rotations do get across. Have a look at Marion Mosby, Mike. Marion Mosby Michael is mucking around on the mucking bomb, as he is going to be looking to keep the control there, and he's actually not going to even land a single shot with that Mag 7, unfortunately. That means the bomb is going to be collected by the terrorists, and they make their way onto the A bomb site. Black, though, may be able to shut it down. Oh,
he
man.
needed that so bad.
That's just, yeah, he absolutely needed that. And it's going to be another retake for the CTs, and we've only seen lack of success in that department so far.
Black now probing around here. Maybe he can still catch some kind of timing. Does, in fact, he drops the bomb. And he goes back for more. Black is just destroying them. Yeah, and he gets a 3.
The triple coming out of nowhere for Black. It seems like him giving up that first opportunity put him in a position to win the round. Fortunately, all goes his way.
Whew, that was some breathless stuff out of Black there. He again saves his team. And for Westville now, they're in the position that they've had to force somewhat of a buyer. They've not fully forced, so that's interesting to see two of the players not actually going for armor. Maybe a bit of a lack of communication there.
Yeah, this is how it starts. This is how a comeback starts for your opponents, is you give them windows of opportunity by making these basic mistakes. And it looks like it is Parkland making the mistakes at the moment, as they've already lost 2 players. It's a 5 versus 3 before they've even got anything going. It's a 1 versus 5. Marion Mosby is going to have to pull off absolute heroics, and he goes for the spray paint before he even goes for a shot. And that is going to be the round and match over, going in the favor of Westville Boys High School.
Well, congratulations to them. Some good performances there from nobody. JFK shot first, also reigning supreme with the AWP as well. Very good to see. And I think overall, again, as we were saying last week, sometimes there's the occasional moment of brilliance that's coming out, and sometimes you see a little bit of a lack of communication, sometimes a lack of experience in some of the players.
Yeah.
You saw that in the last round as well. Those 2 players at long not quite communicating with each other as to who was doing what, and they just got caught off completely by the rush.
Yeah, completely. Agreeing with your point there, going back to what you said about that lack of experience and the holes in the communication. I mean, of course, we expect that when watching these games, because these guys aren't at the highest level. But these guys still do exceed expectations in other departments. Like we saw that nice play from Black, just landing a couple of nice shots, and you could see there was a lot of discipline as well in the way that Westville boys went for that or 4th round eco at the start of the game, committing to their double AWP. These aren't decisions you would be expecting high school teams to be making. And I think it's a great indication of the future for what's to come.
Absolutely. I really enjoyed doing that. And I do hope you guys enjoyed watching the cast and supporting your teams. Well done to Westville. Also, well done to Parklands. They had some nice moments as well. There was some nice individual bits. Black's play, particularly there at the end of the game on CT side, was quite something to behold. And of course, if the players are watching back, we'd just like to say thanks for showing up on a Friday night to play a game instead of chilling with your friends. So,
yeah. Even to the viewers who enjoyed this and would like to see more of this, be sure to support it and just get out there and give it some exposure and just give the tournament organizers some love, because I think it's a great concept, and I think it would be great if it could get a lot of exposure, or the maximum amount of exposure, and really just create more opportunity for more teams to get covered around the country.
Absolutely.
I mean, that would really just create the incentive for the players to know that these games are getting covered, and this could be a really good drive for the early stages of their career.
Indeed. So thanks to all of you for coming, also to the parents and friends and family and whoever else was watching that maybe isn't a normal watcher of this channel. Thanks for being here. If you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel. We'll still be doing more of this sort of thing. And of course, there'll be VS Masters, ESEA, and all sorts of other things coming your way as well. So from us, I think that is it. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and we will see you on the next one.
Cheers, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.
Cheers, cheers.
Tired. I just feel the pressure of the thing that I have in mind. I wanted peace, I wanted to be fine. I wonder why I cannot just sit for a while. I really want to see what it looks like. To have a moment I know that would be mine. When the wind and tower glow, like a picture of the time when the future is the home you're looking for. Save me from everything. Tell me where to find my way. I'm just looking for something I can make it another day. 'Cause I'm done being away. 'Cause I'm done. This is what I know. I just keep running. Always working fast and hard. Never thinking about now. Believing I'm happy thanks to all the things that I have to try. I wanted peace, I wanted to be fine. I wonder why I cannot just sit for a while.